All right, here is why your couples counseling is not working and is doomed to fail. If you're going to couples counseling and it's not going the direction you want, you need to pay attention. Get a pad and paper, get ready to take some notes. I'm gonna make your life a lot simpler. First and foremost, the decision to be in or work on a relationship is not intellectual, it's emotional. There has to be something about you for that person to want to work on it. If there's not something about you and they're not enjoying their time with you, why the fuck would they want to be with you? The decision, again, to be in a relationship is not intellectual, it's emotional. So if you're going to a couples counselor trying to convince them, trying to work things out, trying to negotiate, that's not fucking fun. Who the fuck wants to go to couples counseling? That's not an enjoyable process. For them to want to reinvest in you, it has to be an emotional decision. There has to be something fun about it, something compelling about it. They have to say, you know what, I feel great around this person. But again, no one likes going to couples counseling. So if you're right now in the phase where you're trying to convince them, going to couples counseling, trying to work things out, that sounds like fucking excruciating. Of course it's not working. You have to find a way to make the relationship enjoyable again. You have to find a way to hit that emotional reset button. If you can't find a way to make it fun again, well, of course you're not going to work out. Things are not going to work out long term. Of course it's excruciating. Of course they're not excited to go to couples counseling. You know, contrary to popular belief, sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. Why try to work on something that's dead when you can work on something new? That's just common sense here. Listen, nobody lives forever. And if your partner's relationship with you is not enjoyable, and it's not enjoyable for a few weeks or a few months or for years, you have to ask yourself, how much longer would you grind it out and try to work things out? And at some point you might say, you know what, I'm not gonna live forever. Maybe I should try something new. So if you've been going to couples counseling for several weeks, months, or even years, it is later than you think. You have to find a way to hit that emotional reset button. And bottom line is that's not a concept, it's a conditioning. You really need to learn more about that at refocusonpower.com. If you want them to feel great around you, you first have to feel great around yourself. But that's not a constant, it's conditioning, a different kind of muscle, emotional muscle. But when you feel good, you speak good. When you feel good, you make better decisions. And when you feel good, you don't say and do things that make the relationship even worse. And you're far less likely to even want to go to couples counseling when you feel great about you. It's like if you feel great about you and that's what you're presenting into the relationship, all of a sudden you're making the relationship, the desire to want to work on it a lot more compelling because you're actually enjoyable to be around. Doesn't that make sense? So any solution you're working on has to first start with you to make you feel good about being you, to make you feel great regardless, because that's the version of you you're going to bring to the table when you're around them. That's the best. I mean, you can, in theory, become the best couples counselor in the world because if you feel great in your own space and energy and now you're around people, well, who would you rather be around? The version of you you're showing up today, the one who's like sad, fearful, not enjoying the experience, feeling unappreciated, or the version of you who's just great regardless? Obviously, version B. You've got to become that person first if you want things to work out. The greatest couples counselor in the world can be you if you get yourself feeling great about being you. And again, that's not a concept. You can't read your way to that. That is an emotional conditioning. And you either got it or you don't. If you want to learn how to create that, forget even them. If you want to learn how to create that for yourself, please go to refocusonpower.com. I'll show you a world you wish you got introduced to years ago. You'll wonder how you lived so long without it, okay? Talk to you soon. Have a great day.